Hi guys, it's Renae and Beck here, the Pilates instructor at Live Well Health Centre. So we're just going to do a spinal flow. This is a good way to start your morning and get you going for the day. So we're going to start lying down on our back. We're going to start with bridging, it's called. So we're laying down, relaxing through our shoulders. We breathe in, and as we breathe out, we're going to curl our pelvis up to our face and peel our spine off and lift our hips up to the ceiling. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, floating back down, melting back onto the mat, one vertebrae at a time. Great. Articulating all the way up. So you're a nice long line, think length out of your knees. Breathe in, as you breathe out, melt through your throat, through your chest, melting back down onto the mat. Let's go 2 more here. Driving down through your heels. And at the top of the movement, we're going to keep going. Top of the movement, squeezing through the glutes, driving the hips up to the ceiling. Great.
Okay, now we're going to go into our book opening. So we're going to lay onto our side. So we're going to have our heels in line with our bum. You can rest your head onto your arm and have the top arm straight out in front of you. So from here, you're going to take a breath in. You're going to float that arm up, reach it nice and long, up towards the ceiling. Your eyes are going to follow your hand at all times. Just as far back as you can without that hip rolling backwards. From here, you're going to breathe in. As you breathe out, reach that arm back up towards the ceiling and then back down in front of you. Very good. In again. Reaching nice and long. Eyes following that hand. Trying not to rock backwards. Then we'll go 2 more here. Last one. Very good. I'm going to roll onto the other side. Swap sides. Alright, reaching that top arm long in front of you again. And raising up towards the ceiling. Head and neck following that arm back. Very good. You should be feeling a nice rotation through that upper back. Very good. And the last one. Remember, try to keep those hips pressing down into the floor. Very good.
Alrighty, now let's come laying down on our tummy. This is called prone press up. This works some extension into the spine. So let's lay down flat, our forehead resting onto the mat, our arms, just at the armpits, okay, like little grasshopper arms. Alright, as you breathe in, we're going to lead with the crown of the head and coming up, just a little bit of extension. It's smaller than you think, and melting back down. Pressing the pubic bone into the mat. As you extend up, let's roll the collarbones away. Really broad through the chest. As we come up, we're going to shine the sternum forward and leading the movement through the crown of the head. Draw our shoulder blades down into our back pockets and melting our shoulders away from our ears. Let's move our hands now into the letter E position. So they come out wide to the side, line up our elbows with our shoulder, and the same thing again. As you inhale, lifting up, you might get a little bit more movement here. Keeping the tummy turned on, like you're picking up a grape with the belly button. And pressing into the whole width of the forearm. Great, let's bring our hands underneath our forehead now into a diamond position, and the same thing again. Remember, think width through the collarbones, keeping those low ribs drawn in. Pressing our whole arm down into the mat to give you a little bit more height. Let's go 2 more here. Last one. All right, let's come back to the grasshopper arms, and we're going to move on to the swan. So this is just a progression of the first exercise. We're going to come up till our arms are fully out straight. So breathe in, leading with the crown of the head. We're going to melt off, and we're going to push into our arms till we're coming up nice and tall, and the front of your hips may come off the mat. And now melting down through the front body, so the pubic bone lands, then the front of the hips, then the belly button, then the chest. Great, let's go again. Great, keeping wrapped through the tummy muscles, like you've got a corset on. So remember to melt those shoulders away from the ears. Good, let's go last one here.
Very good. Now we're going to come back onto our knees and go into child's pose. You can have the knees together or spread them slightly apart and come down, dropping into that nice stretch. Reaching long with those arms as well. And we're going to walk the hands over to the right side. Get a nice stretch through our side body. Really reach long with that left arm as well. Get a nice stretch through that left side. Then we're going to walk over to the opposite side. And again, reaching nice and long with that right arm. Really breathe into that side body as well. Very good. Now we're going to come up onto all fours. And we're going to thread the needle for this one. So we're going to thread our left hand between our right hand and knee. Dropping low, really reaching long with that arm. I'm going to hold this position for a couple more seconds. And then we're going to come back to all fours. And we're going to switch sides. Reaching that right arm nice and long. Take a few deep breaths in here. And out. And coming back.
Alrighty, while we're already here, let's go on to our camels. So we're going to arch our spine up. So like an angry cat, let's claw our fingers into the mat, and then arching back up, tailbone up to the ceiling, and looking up with the head. And back down, looking in between the thighs, really scooping up through that belly. Great. And let's do one more here.
Very good. Now we're going to go into our mermaid. So we're going to sit, if you can, into a Z sit, or we can just have our legs crossed, whichever is more comfortable. So our legs are both going to face towards that left side for us. So we're going to bring our arms up. So we're going to do mermaid. So we're going to bend over to the right hand side. That right hand's going to contact the floor, reaching that left arm up and over. Try to keep a small bend in that elbow as well. And then coming back up to the starting position. Good. Try not to collapse through that side body. Really push it over to that left hand side. Reach that top arm nice and long. Really open up through those ribs on the left. Got 2 more. Good. On this next one, you're going to reach up and over, and then we're going to scoop down underneath that arm, reaching towards the back. And then come out of that rotation, back to that starting point and up again. 2 more of those ones. You should be feeling a nice rotation stretch again. Really warming up that spine. And last one on this side. Good. And then we're going to swap sides. So swap our legs. Very good. And then have our arms out again. Bringing our left hand down, right arm reaching up and over. Good. Really reach up nice and long with that top arm. Try to imagine you're in between a toaster and you don't want to go too far to the front or too far to the back. We're trying to keep it nice and straight. Good. 1 more of these. And then we're going to hold it out here. I'm going to rotate, thread the arm towards the back. Coming up. 2 more. And last one. Very good.
Let's come standing up. Okay, I'm going to do standing roll down now. So we're standing up nice and tall, like you're a puppet. You've got a string out the top of your head, nice and tall. And we start the movement by tucking the chin to the chest and gently rolling down 1 vertebrae at a time. Let the hands hang down heavy, looking down in between your thighs. Feel a big hamstring stretch. And then restacking the spine from the base all the way up. The head comes last. Lovely, let's go again. Chin to chest. Really letting the arms relax fully. And restacking. Tuck the tailbone under. Right, let's go 2 more. Remember to let that head hang heavy. Last one. Great. And that concludes our spinal flow this morning. Hope you guys have a great day. Thanks. Bye.